Hey folks, hope you like my virtual background today. My home office isn't exceptionally tidy, so I decided not to show you around today. Yeah, but I actually wanted to talk about selecting your user onboarding tool stack and why in-app onboarding is not enough, and what to pay attention to when selecting the other onboarding tools like video onboarding tools, webinar tools, in-app survey tools, customer success, knowledge-based tools, you name it. So first of all, obviously we talk a lot about in-app onboarding tools, which in its own sense is a very broad topic because these tools tend to do so much. They have such a wide variety of features. They typically are quite complex and robust platforms combining in-app onboarding flows, spotlights with some user analytics, also with some NPS or in-app surveys or resource centers. But none of the in-app onboarding or product adoption tools that are currently available on the market combine everything that you need for your onboarding. So none of them currently have the option to record videos, to organize and host webinars, to create good external knowledge bases, or to provide customer support and ticketing systems, as well as to say, yeah, have I mentioned NPS surveys? Am I repeating myself? Right, there are so many different use cases. I actually divided them into 9 categories in the post below, so do check them out. And I also combined the tools into tool stacks, because in order to be effective in your onboarding, you do need to follow up via email, especially if your if your new user is MIA, they haven't been signing in for a few days, like you can't reach them enough if they are in there. Another thing is that video onboarding is very successful at conveying some complex processes better than interactive walkthroughs. So actually embedding videos and interactive walkthroughs can massively reduce time to value, but you need to select a tool that will allow you to record and edit these videos before you upload them to your walkthroughs or tooltips. Same with, for instance, chat tools, right? A lot of these in-app onboarding tools allow you to integrate a chat tool via JavaScript, Userpilot including, but they don't offer a native solution. And now I've listed over 50 tools divided into these 9 different categories in the post below. How do you choose the right ones for your business? So you need to consider a few factors. First of all, can you cover a few use cases with one tool equally well as you would have with, say, 3 or 4 different tools? If the answer is yes, then obviously you should opt for the all-in-one tool, because that will reduce your implementation time, maintenance, and general subscription costs. But now there is a catch. A lot of these all-in-one tools, now this is not a shampoo, are not that great, and they provide a really inferior experience in at least one or sometimes all of the tools they combine. Because basically with more complex use cases, like say in-app onboarding, you cannot do it well if you are spreading yourself so thinly. So for instance, Intercom is offering a product or solution on top of in-app chat and ticketing system and email onboarding. But to be honest, compared to tools like Userpilot or AppQues or even Pendo, it's a really subpar solution. And especially at this price tag, it doesn't really offer a good value for money. So another thing to consider is if the tools that you are selecting separately to address the different use cases that you have in onboarding, talk to each other, and if they ideally integrate natively. It's very easy to make mistakes if you have to zap and kind of makeshift integrate your tools, and then it may result in embarrassing errors, sending the same email to the same user segment twice, or pushing the wrong in-app message based on email interaction to the wrong user segment. These are very, very common errors that result from badly integrated onboarding tools. So in a nutshell, this is kind of an overview of your decision-making process. Of course, ultimately, you will be also limited by your budget. So if you're in a tight budget, you may need to choose tools that require more coding and are potentially of lower quality or are less scalable. If you're lucky enough to have sufficient budget to create the perfect onboarding tool stack, I got one for you as well below. So keep on reading, and I hope this was useful and gave you some food for thought. Let me know what onboarding channels you're actually using and what tools you're still missing in your tool stack. Yeah, hopefully I'll chat with you soon again, and see you next week. Bye.